Sunday, the day after Halloween, so November 1st. It is also day 7 of the 30-day keto challenge that I'm doing right now with a group of ladies. Their links are down below. You can check out their progress as well. So I'm freezing. It is raining, disgusting outside, and I don't want to get out of my PJs. So you get to see me in pajamas. Also, I'm trying to save on electric bill this year because, you know, January, February, March time frame, it gets really cold. My electric bill goes crazy. So there's certain months out of the year I try my best to save. Last month, my electric bill was only $83 because of it. That means I don't really turn the heater on or AC or anything. And yes, in the South, in North Carolina, some days you might still need that AC. But I don't use it for certain months of the year. I did set it to 66. So it is coming on here and there. But let me tell you, when it gets to 76 or lower, I start freezing ever since my weight loss. I've used a ketogenic journey to lose 205 pounds so far. Not done yet. Had some water weight and some up and down issues because everyone who loses weight, especially female, will know there's a lot of up and down. It is a teeter-totter sometimes. It is a roller coaster. It is never a downward slide for 99% of us. So the month of, well, all summer long, I lost from April to July, the end of July. No, the end of August. I lost like a total of 53 pounds. But then only 1 pound in September. 2 pounds for the month of October. And yeah, let me show you this morning's ketones, because for the last 2 months I just been like, you know, staying keto and stuff, but at least the last month fighting to get back in ketosis. And I made it yesterday, right? I made it back into high ketosis yesterday. High. Well, I made it back in 3 days prior, but the high ketosis is what I like. So I'm going to go ahead and show you, insert my carb manager, my Fitbit, which will show you the sleep from the night before, not last night. We'll discuss last night's sleep, and my GKI and my readings. Here we go. Okay, 1.1 is ketones. I really need that coffee this morning. 78 glucose. Okay, if you hear my stomach growling, I happen to be starving today, and I'm not really sure why. It is 10 a.m. I usually don't eat anything until 12, but I am so hungry today, and I have no clue why. So we'll figure that out later. I just don't want to eat just yet. I'm trying to push myself closer to 11 at least. So my GKI was 3.9. So I'm in moderate ketosis, which is fine. I prefer high, but moderate is just fine for me too. I did 12,233 steps yesterday, plus an hour workout. My sleep last night was almost 8 hours, but out of the 8 hours, I woke up so many times that 1 hour and 27 minutes was awake. So technically only slept 6.5 hours because I wake up 20 to 30 times. I'm not snoring. I've recorded myself before to make sure I'm not snoring and jerking myself awake. I just wake up and it drives me crazy. It's really hard for me to stay asleep. My total carbs yesterday was 15 because I did the little protein shake. So that put my carbs up higher, but it's still under 20 total, and that's what we're working on, right? So I'm doing my second half of my collagen coffee. I do half a scoop per coffee. Well, it's a little more than half a scoop. What I do is I allow myself 2 scoops a day, and I divide that between 3 coffees, and each coffee gets under a tablespoon of butter. So it equals 2 tablespoons of butter in the end for all 3 coffees. And I allow myself 6 pats of sweet and low a day. Don't come at me. Sweet and low does not affect my sugar or my ketones. I have done it all the way to losing 205 pounds. A lot of people's like, what has dextron? Blah, blah, blah. Like this. I'm sorry, you can't have those things. Just like I'm sorry, I can't have almond flour or Kiss My Keto bars, which I love. I love the cookie dough Kiss My Keto bars to death. They are like candy to me. And I haven't had one in a year because every single time I ate one, I went up 7 pounds the next day. Every time. There was not one single time that I was able to eat one and not go up. And it's because of all the nuts. I go up on nuts because it causes me inflammation. Not fat, but inflammation. And then I feel like crap. So all our bodies are different. Some of us can have the crappy sweet and low, and others just can't. I did say I would try the perfect keto pumpkin protein bar today, so maybe we'll do that in a second. Let's go ahead and do my weigh-in first. Like I said, I'm really hungry. I wouldn't mind trying it. Yes, there's cashews in it. Yes, there's almond in it. So hopefully I don't go up, but it's only Kiss My Keto that makes me gain the 7 pounds overnight. The other ones, I'm usually fine. And I'm just going to taste it to see if I like it and see if I want to buy some before they don't sell them no more. Because one of you, I'm not really sure. People don't always like their names being pointed out. But one of y'all was so kind to send me 3 of those bars so I can try it and not have to waste my money, because what if I have an allergic reaction to them, or what if I just can't stand them and you have to buy this big box? So it was very, very sweet, and I'm going to try them today in a few minutes. But let's do that weigh-in. Okay, so my weigh-in was 166.4. Thank God, because I thought I was getting the double number again. Because yesterday was 166.8, and I did not want that double number, because if you've been watching me, you know the month of October, I had that double number a lot. I even stopped weighing because that's what the scale kept saying. I was like, the scale is literally being the devil. Literally. Like, I could say that, and I wasn't the only one. There were quite a few of my viewers that commented they were getting the devil scale too. So, but I just skipped right over that, and I almost went down half a pound. I've never gone down this slowly, like half a pound, 0.6, 0.4. Like, it's kind of weird for me, but it's okay because I've worked out so much and done so much housework and cleaning. I know I have inflammation. I had taken the Motrin. It's still getting out of my system. And I rather see slowly going down than going back up. Yeah, that makes me happy. So this is the end of the first week of this challenge, which means for the week I lost 2.4 pounds. So almost 2.5 pounds for the week. And that is a great high weight loss of fat for the week. But I've been carrying water weight, unless it wasn't all water weight and somehow I managed to put fat on without actually eating that many calories and crap. I don't know. But when you're trying to get rid of fat loss, 2.4 pounds in a week is very high. Like, that's a good number. I know when you first start keto, you can pound out 10, 15, but a lot of that's water when you first start keto. And the fatter you are, yes, the weight is going to drop more. One, because your body has so much to release, it doesn't mind releasing it. Two, you're exercising your booty off walking, because you are carrying, well, I was carrying 205 pounds of weights with me everywhere I went. No wonder my bones hurt and my nerves hurt and I kept falling and different things. No wonder I was so sick, because I was constantly carrying 205 pounds icky, disgusting, as my boyfriend likes to say, pussy fat around with me. So yeah, I was working out, just walking. Now, I'm carrying an extra 20 pounds with this water weight, so that's nothing. My body's like, you got this, girl. You used to carry 205, so you're not using any energy just walking around anymore. Okay, you're not bending over and picking something off the floor. Yeah, that ain't nothing to you anymore. So my body's going to be a little more stubborn because I'm going to have to work a little harder, right? Because I don't have that much further to go that I know of. I don't know where I'm actually stopping, but the first goal was the doctor's goal, which is 158. The second goal was the one I put on me at 368, which was 148. Then we'll see what happens after that, right? So yesterday's Halloween costume really shocked me because it actually was too big on me, especially in the waist area, the boob area, you know, the rib area. Not exactly where the boob is. The only place it was a little not is the width. I have broad shoulders, so this part right here was a little tight just because my shoulders are broad. But I was thrilled to be able to buy a costume from a store and it fit, and for it to be a medium, that's an 810. And it was swallowing me in some areas. Swallowing me. So I am going to get that bar in a second, and when I go get it, I'm going to let y'all watch the things I got at the Christmas tree store yesterday. Christmas tree shop, I did pick up a few things yesterday. I got this, and this one, and this, and a few other things I'll show you. Yeah. My daughter was still having a fit because I was buying Christmas stuff on Halloween. And my daughter painted that picture years ago. You should see how good she's gotten now. It's crazy. Okay, let me show you what else I got. I got this bag for $1. I love reusable bags, and we know I love my skulls. So, I got this. Let me do that. Let me see. Can I push the button? See, they laid up. And I got this one as well. So I like to take my pictures in my living room down and do Christmas. I don't have any main pictures for my living room anyways, no main themes. So it works. Look at my day. It's horrible. Horrible day. This is the one I leave up all year round, and I don't really care. People can tease me all they want, but you know, it's not really, I mean, it's Christmas, but not, where's the Christmas tree? Yeah, there's some wreaths, but in the South, there's wreaths on barns all year long. They just tie the little ribbon on them. So, I love it. So this might be looking weird that I put in tinfoil, but let me explain. My daughter is allergic to nuts, so I have to be really careful about actually touching it and accidentally touching something else. I have to be extremely careful of anything breaking off because we all know these things like to fall apart. So it comes with an MCT oil. I'm going to show y'all. I'll show y'all the package after this. I didn't want to touch my phone, so I'll just insert a picture. So it is the pumpkin spice perfect keto. It comes with MCT oil, which melted through the package and all over the place. So I put it in the freezer when it came in. So it is frozen. That's one reason I'm worried that it's going to crack everywhere. So let's just make this a little safer. Yeah, these kind of nuts she's not as allergic to, like peanuts, pecans, walnuts. Those we can't even bring in the house. Like the peanuts I can, but I haven't, they don't break apart. Like it's in those little fat bomb things I buy. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's see. And it broke. I should have left it on the counter for a few minutes. Well, being frozen, I think being frozen helps it. Because I don't like the texture of Quest bars too much, but I like some of their taste. I've never thought about freezing them until just now. Alright, give me a second to finish chewing this. And I'm gonna go wash my hands before I forget. And then we'll talk about the taste. I'm gonna try to show y'all this, but it is just still so much. You can go to the website because there's just so much of the oil everywhere. I don't want to pull another one out. And I ripped the other one too much to even show you what the writing says. But this is what it is. I get to wait and see if I'm going to have an allergic reaction. That's the sucky part when trying new things. I mean, my tongue's a little itchy, but that could be from the cold. I don't know. We'll see. But it did taste good. It did taste like pumpkin spice, and I did like the texture being frozen. This is my life. Trying new things. I have to sit and be nervous. Am I going to have an allergic reaction or not? Because they tell me they don't use latex gloves in the facility, but a lot of places say that, and then come to find out they do. And sometimes I can have cashews, and sometimes I'm allergic to cashews. Sometimes I can have one thing, and then I can't. Like, it just drives me completely insane. The light on my plug is on over there. It's turned red, and I've never seen a light on it, so I'm going to have to go see what it is. I think it's one of those 3-prong plugs with the little thingies. I wonder if it popped, because the power did go off last night. So there was no forgetting to change my clocks because the power went off at midnight, which meant all the clocks were wrong. Did anyone oversleep? Did you remember? Let me put this back on the tripod. Okay, so I guess that did mean that it had popped last night. I need to put the rest of the weights. Well, that was for October. I don't have that many weights because I stopped counting in October, so towards the end. So yeah. So now it's a wait and see. Do I have an allergic reaction to it or not? Welcome to my life. It's like that on beef sticks too. I have to be really careful with casings, the collagen casings, because I'm allergic to sheep, and I didn't realize that. Like, I knew that I was allergic to sheep, different parts of sheep, but not like eating sheep, until I had some reactions to the sheep casing that some beef sticks were in. So yeah, so this is my day. Cold, wet, rainy. And I needed to do some shopping, which I'll have to wait until Monday. Okay, there is one thing I wanted to say. Don't freak out. Listen to the whole thing before you, it's not going to offend anyone. I promise. So, I love Rocky Horror Picture Show. I love Jack Black and a bunch of other actors that were in a post that I posted saying this just made my day. Because I didn't read comments. I didn't read the title of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. They were singing the Time Warp song and looking ridiculous. Like you should do Rocky Horror. It is a cult film. It is something I love. I want to go to a live showing so terribly bad. But I never have anyone to go with. I love Rocky Horror Picture. What I didn't love is seeing that I didn't read what it was. I didn't love that I didn't pay attention. Like, I always tell people, be careful, pay attention to what you post, read it all to make sure. And I just saw it on my friend's page. It was like Rocky Horror, and I listened to it and was having so much fun, but I didn't pay attention to what I was listening to. I thought they just mixed it up because of the COVID and everyone was stuck in the house and it was just some fun thing. I I am not mad because it's for the left. Even if it was for the right of voting, I would still be upset that they took a song that I love and politicized it. So people thought I was voting for the left. I lost quite a few subscribers after posting that, and I couldn't understand why I did wrong. And I think it's stupid that we lose anyone. None of us should have fear. You want to do Biden Hunter, you should not have fear. And people want to do Trump Pence, we should not have fear. None of us should fear saying who we stand behind. None of us should fear our rights because it's America. We shouldn't have to keep that secret. We shouldn't have to fear it, and we shouldn't have to worry that we're going to lose people watching us just because of our political views. Okay, you believe in abortion, I don't. So I'll never be left, period. I don't care who's standing on what side, who's going to be the president. I'll never vote left. It's one reason I never voted until this year. But I don't hate you for believing differently than me. I don't hate you for different views, just like I don't want to be hated either. Everyone always thinks if you support Trump, you're a racist, and you're against gay and lesbian marriage, and you're against the military, and you're evil. I've slept with every race there is, okay? Because I was a little slut. I've also slept with every single gender there is. So that might be too much information, but I'm not racist. Definitely not a homophobe. Then I would be hating myself. Yes, I am a Christian. Like, Trump supporters can be everything. And I'm pro-military. So, I also believe in kindness and understanding, and yes, in person I can be a little harsh with my words because I want you to be harsh with me too. I want us just to be real. That's one thing I do like about Trump, even if he's stupid and he says retarded stuff sometimes that he probably shouldn't have said. At least he's not covering it up and being fake like other people might. Okay, but this is not political. This isn't telling you to vote one way or the other. This is about, I don't like them taking our songs and making it political. I think they shouldn't, like, maybe I'm just naive. I just think it's wrong. I think our songs should be left alone. And then I think we should all love each other, no matter what God you believe in, no matter what color your skin is, no matter what your gender is, what your pronouns are, no matter what. Why can't we just love each other? Why does there have to be hate, and why do you have to punish each other for viewing otherwise? See, I talk like this on TikTok, and people say you're a liberal if I didn't happen to say Trump or right side, because the whole loving each other, well, no, honey, if you come back over here to the other side, we're the ones who will still be your friend. But when you find out that we are this way, voting this way, a lot of them don't want to be our friends anymore, and we don't care. Like, I don't care who you vote for. I don't care that you think they would be good for America. It's just not what I think. And why can't everyone be like that? Why can't we just be Americans where we have freedom of religion, freedom of voting, freedom of our thinking? Why can't we just love each other for our differences? I mean, if we all thought the same as that way, I think it would be kind of boring. But also at the same time, I don't want them to go using our music and putting it against each other. Okay, that song was not made for just left people or just right people. It's made for Rocky Horror Picture Show, not for the stupid president, you know, race. It's just not. I'm being a baby. I know. They do it all the time. I just never paid attention any time in the past. I just ignored stuff. But this is a really bad one this year. Like, it is, I'm not even gonna leave the house Tuesday. I already voted, but I'm not leaving the house because I'm too worried. And then we're not gonna know who won the election for a while. "2020 is one hell of a year." Like, seriously. It is a crazy, crazy year. I'm literally watching TikToks where people pretend to be news people or be in bunkers asleep, and they wake up each month hoping it would all be over, and they hear what happened this month and they go back to sleep. Like, it's not exaggerating. It really is that insane this year. What on earth? I think at the end of the year, on New Year's Eve, I plan on making a video of each month. I'm also making a video right now trying to put together a different clips of the past 3 years or so. I didn't have too many of the first year, but the rest of them, at least from 160 or 260 something on till now, I have different clips when I went and saw Dino and different things that I was thinking about putting them all together and just doing a montage so you could see the weight difference just from then, not counting the, like, I might throw in a few pictures of the 368, but I don't really have videos. For one, I was the one who always took the videos. Two, I didn't have cameras back then that really did it. I mean, I had an iPhone, but I was so fat I didn't want to be in videos. Like, there was no way to stand, no way to talk. Everything made me look fat because I was fat, and I thought it was the stupid camera's fault. No, girl, you were fat. It's your butt that was fat, not the camera. So I'm doing the question and answer video soon. I was going to do it today, but I'm going to give y'all some more time to put down more questions if you want. So put questions down in the comment that you want to know. Anything from keto to my favorite pet, my favorite socks. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to know, I will try to tell you. So, because I started to make a video and it just turned out dark. I went through my whole history, and I was just like, wow, this is not a very uplifting video. Maybe that's not what they want to know about me anyways. So, ask me questions. I need to start doing lives again. My life is so all over the place with schedules and stuff that I just don't know when to do them. Because I have time in the mornings, but a lot of y'all don't. And a few of y'all only have times on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, I think. And I don't want to exclude everyone. And then there's some YouTubers I really love, and they do lives, and it's either early. My notifications don't come in for lives, even though the bells ring and everything. So it's either really early or it's late after I'm already in bed, and I'm like, oh, I miss them, and yeah. What we need, because I don't know how to run it, we need Life Adventures in Keto, who we know how to do the split screen and stuff. We need her to put one together. With me, Princess Ninja in Keto, Keto Diamond if she can do it. Losing Drea would be fun. I mean, there's so many of y'all, and supposedly it can hold 10 people, but then that might get crazy. But it could be so much fun. I need to learn how to do that myself so that I could do something with a bunch of y'all. It's actually why I was trying to do the Discord thing, because you can have multiple people going at once just to talk and hang out. And I'm still working on that. I just hit a snag on something called internet. When my internet is really slow, it's like, well, what's the point of making it? Because you're not going to be able to use it right now. And I'm still waiting for my P.O. Bots. Still waiting for P.O. Bots, which hopefully I can get next week, because Christmas cards, I really want to do Christmas cards exchange. So yeah, I love Christmas cards, and I was looking at a bunch to buy, and then I remember I have tons of them that I've bought over the years that I might go through and use. I don't feel like working out right now in this. I'm doing only one workout a day, not two right now, in case I had burned myself out. Also, does anyone else track their sodium? I know Keto and the Chaos does, but does anyone else? I was doing the solo water, a tablespoon a day. However, I learned that each of my coffees, and not counting any sodium that is already in it from the collagen, so I put 1,500 megagrams or whatever it's called, I don't know, of sodium in each of my coffees, my Himalayan salt, because I put 4 grams of Himalayan salt grinded up in my coffee. And I didn't know it was over 1,000 and something. So, and I do that 3 times a day. So that's at least 4,000. And I put way more than that on each pork chop. Like each pork chop probably gets about 6 grams of the salt, and I load in hamburger meat too. And like I'm probably getting 10 to 20,000 without drinking the solo water. So I don't know. I had no idea I was having so much too. I was wondering if I was too low, but now I'm wondering if I've been having too much. Does anyone know what the numbers should be? I've watched tons of YouTubers, tons of different YouTube doctors on keto, and no one has a set number, it seems. And none of the apps say anything about sodium. I know I do get my magnesium in perfectly every day now. I take 1.5 tablets to equal 375, I think it is, a day. Plus, you know, I get it in my collagen, and I also get it in the protein shake I take every day as well. So I'm going to shut up because I could rattle all day to y'all because, like I said, horribly rainy. Like, this isn't even showing the rain that much. It is pouring out the other windows. And I'm bored. And it's only 10:40. But obviously, I'm not going to have an allergic reaction to those things. I am having a lot of drainage going on right now, but I get that because technically I'm allergic to almonds, but I was told to never stop eating nuts, even though I'm allergic to them, because I could become more allergic. Like hazelnut, I can't have it. I became too allergic to it. Macadamia nuts, a hit or a miss. So it's what happens when you have a medium allergy and you cut it out completely, it can turn into a very high allergy or a dangerous one. That's what happened with my daughter in peanuts. She had a medium allergy, but she kept having horrible reactions. So they had us just stop giving it to her, which I wish I didn't listen. I wish I just kept giving it to her because one of the allergists said, don't stop giving it to her. It'll become a dangerous allergy. Now she has an EpiPen because it became a dangerous allergy. Hopefully, maybe one day in the future, we can change that because there are certain foods you can change allergies on. It's called desensitization. Peanuts is one of them. Carrots is another because she does have an issue with carrots. Eggs is another. We've been trying to desensitize her to eggs, though, for, oh my gosh, seven years, I think now, and she still can't have an egg. She still can't have mayonnaise. She still can't have some ranches because there's too much egg in it. She can't have anything with the egg wash. It has to be like baked in goods still. She's just never gotten past that part. We've only made it to the baked goods part. What's some other ones? Wheat ones are usually hard to do because it's usually a gluten issue that becomes a stomach allergy, which those are harder to ever combat. Like, they're just there for life. Like, I have a gluten sensitivity, and some of the doctors says I have celiac disease, and some said I didn't. So it's been an argument since I was a kid. Do I have it or don't I have it? But I have all the symptoms of it, and I definitely test positive for severe allergies and sensitivity to gluten. But it's the only thing that calms my stomach when I'm sick, though, when I eat crackers and stuff like that. And usually if you have celiacs, that would make it worse, not better. So I don't think I have celiacs. I think I just have a gluten intolerance. So I'm shutting up because I know I've talked forever, and I'm going to keep on going and going and going. I'm rambling, and then no one's going to want to watch my video because this is the blonde girl in pajamas rambling on a Sunday. I will show you what I eat today. So we're not a meal prepper, but I went ahead and prepped. Some of this is for tonight. So I have pork chops, I'm going to re-weigh them out, but the one for tonight is 6 ounces. And then I have 6 ounces per container of hamburger meat. So today, tomorrow, maybe the next day is completely planned out because I'm having my eggs, which I have to go buy more, but I'm having my pancake type stuff with it. So my fridge is pretty much bare. Like, not gonna joke, I don't like keep a lot of extra stuff other than my butters. I just go get what I need when I need it. I have to do so much shopping for my parents. I just get a couple of days at a time, maybe 4 days of meat at a time, and then yeah. Now my freezer's another story. It's got all kind of keto stuff all up in here, but I don't really eat the sweets or the bread right now, but it's in there in case I want it and need it. There's always some frozen stuff. This is my daughter's though, and this one is mine. Never tried it yet, but the Quest one is hers. It gives me heartburn and she loves it. I get hungry again, and I'm like, why am I so hungry today? Because my whole day is out of whack by 1 hour. It's 2:40 normally, so this is when I start to get hungry, because I normally start my food at 3 and eat by 4 or before 4. So it's time for me to start cooking. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm behind on drinking my protein shake today too, all because of the time. My body still remembers the correct time. It's off by an hour on everything, and but yeah, but my mind is on the wrong time. My body's like, girl, you're gonna be eating sooner now, I guess. 2 o'clock, it used to be 3 o'clock right now. That's why I'm starving. So I am having my pancakes. I have 1 tablespoon of butter, and I'm having 5 ounces of pork chops. After I took the bones out and the fat, that's what I'm left with. And I'm starving. Just a real quick thing. If you're new to my channel and you're seeing me this past week not eat vegetables, right? The closest thing I'm getting to vegetables is my coffee and the coconut flour. It's because I learned early on my body will get used to something if I do it every day. So, also, vegetables do make me sick. So there's 2 reasons you're not seeing vegetables this week. If you watched me the last couple of weeks, you would have seen I had a bunch of carrots and berries almost every day. I rotate what I eat. I rotate if it's more carnivore, like ketovore, or if it's just plain out keto, if it's what people call dirty keto, because a lot of people think carrots are dirty. It's not. You just have to weigh them out and see how they affect you. So I just rotate in and out what I'm doing. Vegetables do upset my stomach, cause severe heartburn, gas, all kind of issues for me, especially keto vegetables. So I've been trying to put eggs back in my diet. In March, we ran out of eggs. There's only one kind I can eat anyways without it making me sick. I did not find them again until May. So I went from March to May. Well, I'm slightly allergic to eggs, like a 3 on a scale 1 to 5, so that's a little more than slightly. But I can eat them as long as I eat them every day or 4 days out of the week. But every time I tried to put them back in my diet all summer long, I was getting sick. Really sick from them. Like allergic reactions, everything. But I discovered if I remove all the vegetables and slowly put them back in like I've been doing the last week, I'm not having any allergic reactions, only a tiny bit of stomach upset, but it's just gurgling, you know, some pressure, no running to the bathroom, no throwing up, no heartburn. So I couldn't have both things going on at the same time because the vegetables cause me a little inflammation and causes me stomach upset. Because, you know, if you have stomach issues, broccoli, cauliflower, that kind of stuff is not the best things for you to be eating. And because I cut tomatoes out right now, cucumbers also can cause bad heartburn. No vegetables this week. Maybe not next week either. Maybe not until Thanksgiving. We don't know yet. We'll see. I do have cauliflower. Cauliflower, as long as I only eat 83 grams, I'm okay. But let's be honest, 83 grams is a very tiny amount. And it's the same with the broccoli. It's the same with lettuce. Like when I'm making a salad, I can have 100 grams of lettuce, 30 grams of tomato, 30 grams of cheese, and 70 grams of cucumber and be okay. If I go over any of those things any higher, I literally will get sick. I learned that combination that does not make me sick. And I'm talking about throwing up, heartburn, gas, severe issues. It's because my stomach does not like to digest vegetables. But I do put stock in vegetables being good for you and a great filler and low in calorie, if you are watching calories. And I do enjoy a salad. I love salads. I lost tons of weight on salads so far. But that's why we're not having it right now. And this is the time of year I seem to be affected more. I am a girl who will eat green beans, and there's a lot of keto people say don't eat green beans. I will eat green beans. That goes on my menu too. So I'm just trying to be, you know, this 30-day challenge, cleaning up my diet completely before my butt goes into Thanksgiving, right? So my little cheat of the day is going to be very small, and I am not going to have any guilt about showing y'all. However, before I do it, I am going to make a keto version of dressing, maybe next week. And if I like it enough not to miss the dressing I normally have, then I guess I won't be cheating, because that's all I want to cheat with. So we'll find out. There could be a possibility I don't cheat. A lot of people are, but I can't use almond flour because almond flour is going to make me go up in weight more than if I go eat the corn bread. It's just how it is. And almond flour is going to kick me. It just happens. But I do have a carb quick that I've not tried yet, and other people swear by it. Yes, it's wheat. Yes, I think it's got gluten and everything else, but it's low carb. And I do